Hey YouTube, it's Scandalous Dee with another review for the have and the have-nots. Sorry I didn't review last week, but I got busy. This is season 2, episode 3, so let's get to it. Benny's father wants to know why Hannah's still in the hospital. He still doesn't know what's going on with his son. And he finds out that his son was in a car accident and that he's brain dead and that he's on life support. And Hannah's just like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't want my son to die, but he's brain dead. She prays and she just is hysterical about it and she doesn't know, she should take him off life support. She doesn't want to. And I really feel for it, but when someone's brain dead, it's likely that they're never going to get out of it. So I do think she should just pull the plug. But anyway, I digress. Celine tells Catherine that Hannah is drinking. Hannah called before and was like, tell her I'm at the hospital. Celine said, I ain't telling her anything. And then, Catherine started to get really worried. And then, not Hannah, but Celine was telling Catherine that, Hannah has a drinking problem and that's why she's missing work. Maybe she fell off the wagon and is somewhere under a vodka bottle. And I was just like, that is so messed up. Celine, you are such a hater. But Catherine got right with her and said, okay, I know all about you, number 4. She was like, excuse me. She's like, yeah, I know you were messing around with my husband. I know you're lying about Hannah. I know all of that, so don't try me. And then she does this dramatic line. She just like, you're on thin ice. And I'm like, Tyler Perry, can you please stop making these actors say everything so dramatic? I know it's a soap opera, but please. Candace runs into Amanda's rapist, the professor. She passed all her tests, and now all she has to do is take his class and then the bar, and then she'll be a lawyer. And he basically gives her a pass so that she doesn't have to take his class and that she can just take the bar and be a lawyer. And she's just like, oh really? She was like, yeah, just keep your friend, Amanda, away from me. Keep her from coming around my family, just keep her away from me. And then she was like, really, why would you want her away from you? Why is that? He won't admit it, but, she knows that he raped Amanda and he's just trying to get out of it. I'll be so glad when he finds out. And she's pregnant. Amanda is pregnant. If you didn't watch it last season, he raped her and come to find out Amanda is pregnant with his baby. And it's about to hit the fan. Oh my God. Catherine and Veronica have lunch with the white Olivia Pope. She basically reads them and says, Catherine, you're okay. Veronica, you're too flashy. You need to change the way you dress. They basically just want to look presentable to the public so that they, can keep their spot and that their husbands can run for governor, Jim can run for governor and all that. And then Veronica's just like, I don't like her. I don't like her. And Catherine's like, I don't really like her either. And the girl was being a little snappy. She was just like, yeah, I can tell you're lying. You're lying. I don't have time for any mess. I'm very straightforward, very blunt. And she was like, I hope that's not a problem. And she was just like, okay. The girl was doing the most. But anyway, yeah, and she tells them not to hide why it's a drug addiction, that they must, do what they can to reach out to other drug addicts and start a foundation or, give to drug foundations or whatever. And then, Veronica gets very defensive when she talks about, Jeffrey. She says, "Oh, he's very handsome. Who's the lucky woman in his life?" And she just goes, "Oh, he's not." She was like, "Oh, he's so handsome that." She was like, "He's not. He doesn't have a woman. He doesn't have a woman." And it was just like, dang, like the girl was only asking you being all defensive, but we all know why, because she's mad that Jeffrey came out. But anyway, Hannah goes to pray for Benny, and it's very dramatic. It's so sad. I really wanted Benny to live, but I think he's going to end up dying. Jeffrey goes to see Wyatt, and he asks about the car, and Wyatt's just like, I don't know. When I left the place, I went and got high, and then I don't know what happened to the car. And then you know, everybody's looking for the car and everything. Yeah, and you know, Jeffrey just basically tells Wyatt to hell with you. He gets in his taxi and he just goes, he leaves Wyatt standing there, and Wyatt's just crying like, Jeffrey, don't leave me. And you could tell Jeffrey, I like him so much more now that he's really this season, because he's came out and he's not really trying to hide anything. He's himself, and I really like that about him this season. Benny's father, you know, he needs an organ donation, and he tells Hannah, you know, maybe you should think about donating Benny's organs, you know, because he's brain dead. He's not coming out of it. And then she's just so dramatic. She's like, I can't believe you. You want to kill your son. You want to kill your son. How dare you want to kill your son for your own self. You want your own son's organs. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's so messed up. I hope that isn't true. And then they were just looking at it. David and Veronica have this moment where David's looking for Jeffrey's car title. He's trying to find a car, and you know, Veronica's just like, you won't find the car, I'll cut him off. You can call him, because I'm not giving him any money. Don't give him any money. She was just like, you want to try to do this, depriving our son just because he's gay? And she's basically like, yes, you know, he'll be what I want him to be, or he won't be at all, because I'm not supporting a gay son. I'm not having that. And he was just like, it's not going to go away. Jeffrey's our son. I love him. We need to just accept it. And she just won't accept it. And I can't wait. I want Jeffrey to just out her for being a homophobic and for disowning her own son. And I don't like Veronica. The guy whose granddaughter died shows up at the hospital to visit Hannah and gives her some flowers and all that. And then Benny's father says that he went to a lawyer and that he has rights to pull the plug on Benny, and that he also has rights to get the kidney, that, you know, get Benny's kidney for himself, and how he just wants to, you know, he has his rights, and he has a lawyer. He doesn't want to do it, but he will, because he needs a kidney and all that. And I was just like, oh my God, he is so rotten. Like, I hope to God that kidney doesn't even work for him. I hope he ends up having to be on dialysis forever. I hope he ends up dying, because it's so messed up how he hasn't been there for his son at all. And now that his son is dead, basically, he wants the kidney for himself. And I can't stand Benny's father. Can't stand him. Hope he dies. Anyway, that was the have and have nots. Not too much went on this episode. Like I told you, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at O's Midnight Love, and that's OS_midnight_LUV. I live tweet during, you know, the episodes. And also, you can follow me on Instagram at DrinkMeUp21. I'm going to leave a link below. All you have to do is click the link for my Twitter, click follow, click the link for my Instagram, and click follow. And I really appreciate it. Please share this on Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't watched the Have and Have Nots, you need to really get into it. It's really good. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.